Really got to pull through for our boy, huh?
Well, no explicit.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice. Alright. Both
A bit of an
players
explosive start here.
Qua opting for castle top, but getting the perfect garbage. Oh, some misdrops on Modest board. Qua really just keeping it very clean. This non-max soft drop speed. Modest. Little bit of a scramble at the top of his board, like we were saying. Tetrio is definitely a game where you feel like you have to play really frantically. Let's see if hopefully Modest can. That's just kind of first game jitters. Warm up, take that.
That's another thing. When you get real high at the top and Tetrio starts hitting you with that high pitched buzzing, it just makes it worse. Now you're stressed. You're so stressed that you both hit a real fast, perfect clear against each other in the beginning. What an incredible start to that second game.
My
man.
Bit of advice to anybody who wants to grind Tetra League is to turn off Tetrio stats. That's too scary.
You know, Wars, you mentioned that to me a couple days ago, and I'm sitting here watching. I keep flicking back the sounds off and on, and it's like a totally different experience, even just watching.
Yeah, I have them off right now. I didn't even remember that the buzzing existed.
I only know because it haunts my mind. Oh, really close situation for Hua here. Barely saves with the absolute top with a really clever spin. Builds a nice donation T-spin too.
Drop fixing. Definitely has experience with the game showing. Okay. Weird L misdrop. Let's see. I think he had a good fix, but just T came too late in the queue.
And yeah, not able to work through in time, and Modest able to grab that round. 1-1. Let's go.
Things real consistent and clean. Good job, Modest.
Seeing an interesting mirror here. Both players just doing it on the other side of the board. Love to see that. Absolutely throwing it at each other right now. The Modest got a little bit of cheese, and Hua is really clean well. It's kind of worrying.
Oh, I think he has something for this. Oh no, just not able to get the eye in time.
Just the slightest wrong cue. Almost had a big multiplier combo there from Modest.
Yeah.
He saved the round.
I think Modest needs to kind of keep things a little cleaner. Boss, I think he's sending a lot of these little cheesy sends to Modest and trying to just spike him out. But Modest is able to get down to his garbage fast enough. He's gonna send that back as cheese.
Hua had a nice garbage triple-double there, ready to go, and as you say, wow, huge cheesy spike downwards. As you say, he's almost opting to take more cheesy sends to Modest. You see him with that garbage triple-double and ends up taking one of them actually as a single, and then combos the rest of his board down. Really hard to downstack through it, and Modest returning one of them, just almost loading him with the spike that'll kill him.
Modest making the T-spin at the top of his board, couldn't really find a down stack, but also T wasn't coming in queue. Modest putting out a 2 Bulu in protest, but we'll see. I think Modest can take a few more rounds.
Modest definitely has a little bit of the speed advantage here, at least in the start, but it looks like kind of almost reversing entirely. I cursed it. I'm so sorry.
And then
really bad misdrop's gonna end the round for Modest. Now we're 1-4. Hua kind of running away with this one too, really gaining some momentum here, as it pains me to say.
USA.
Although respect for respect's due, I expected nothing less from Hua, especially after what we saw in the Jastrus Cup. We can tell they can absolutely hang in Tetrio too. See that nice multiplier quad.
It's not really working through this cheese. He needs to get down. He's fine.
There you go. Just a nice little multiplier spike, and then just another TSD Tetris. Really gonna stick at the Hua for a bit. My personal favorite at floating T-spin. Maybe not the wisest choice, but style points every time.
Oh no.
Not quite able to open up that well. Oh.
Well, yeah, let's see what happens. Hua opting for PTO.
Tomato looking for that Fonzie PC. He wasn't able to find it, but he's able to get right back through that garbage that lost him from the PC.
I noticed Modest doesn't really opt to go for like T7 stacking or LST, which is I don't know.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, the thing about like LST and that sort of like pattern-based stacking almost, though it definitely is still kind of freeform. It's almost not necessarily brain dead, but it's definitely a little bit easier at the beginning to kind of pump out some pressure, and it can be a double-edged sword. But you think it would help him a little bit here? If he was able to kind of get a little bit more pressure out early game.
Looks like both players are sort of committing to this like cheese battle here. Both players playing at around like 60 APM, and really just kind of a slog.
While able to find multiplier DS though.
Yeah. Seems to mostly just be whoever can keep things cleaner and
not get the one fatal misdrop. A huge spike, Modest on the Hua, but he had it just kind of ready to counter anyway, and he takes the game entirely. Great set from both players, really strong showing.
Oof.
Despite that, don't let that score fool you, really. I think honestly a little bit closer than that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Hua just managed to keep things a lot cleaner and get down to that garbage really quickly.